So welcome to our introduction to functional languages. Now, I know this might bring back some bad memories, but we're going to talk about mathematical functions first. Because in reality, with functional programming, it was one of the first programming languages to really come out, and it was based off of math. They wanted something to do calculations. You know, nothing like playing Grand Theft Auto or graphics or City Skylines or naming off all my games. But anyway, it just was meant for math. So as you know in math, there isn't a lot of like storing of variables or anything like that. There's just give me the damn variable and let me spit the answer out after I do some calculation. That's exactly what functional programming languages are meant to do. Now, there's going to be times that I kind of say, hey, there's a cheat around this. I'm not going to tell you what the cheat is, but they've adapted the language, like we're using Scheme. They've adapted slightly to do this and that. So somebody's always going to give me that, get you, I can do it this way. Yes, you can. But the fundamentals is really talking about mathematics and how we really logistically do functions in math. So what you're used to is this, is that a function maps given a domain, so your domain is your input of values into the function, and then your output is going to be your range. You're used to the overall setup also this way, and this sounds familiar, doesn't it? When we're given just the variables of x here, that's our argument name. But when we're actually given the value, it's called argument value. So this sounds a little bit familiar, doesn't it? So that's the overall setup of what this is going to be, is the same functions that you and I know and love, and when we get the domain and range of a certain graph, it's going to be exactly the same thing. Whereas we have our x and y values, and, well, you remember domain and range in a graph, right? That's exactly the same idea, is that we're going to be giving it some type of range given the domain. So think of your domain as what the value that you're passing into a function. Your function is going to unpack it, then go ahead and applying it. You're going to see apply come up quite a bit. Repackage it and ship it back out as the range.